Alright,
Oh.
hello,
Yay.
it's Saturday, and today I'm being brought to you in Kevin's house, this guy, with my partner in crime, Kevin.
The pothead.
I can resist. Alright, I've got a theme song for you this week. Alright, props to my main man Dan.
Daniel,
Thank you for the spoon.
Hey, the spoon
Alright.
was already in the room.
Alright.
Okay?
Onward to
Okay.
questions. So the cutest way I've ever been asked out, that's easy. Kevin, you wanna help him out with this?
He's lame.
That they can't hear you. The nice people can't hear you.
He's lame. He hasn't been asked out.
Yes, this is the truth. Alright. Now,
Then
Monday.
again, he is a guy, so...
Yeah, okay, I'm a guy. I've asked people out,
Yeah.
which we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later.
We'll get there.
We'll
Don't
get there.
even
We'll
worry.
get there. Now, Monday. Like your t-shirt. Flogging Molly, good band. Good job. Alright, now, Count of Monte Cristo or V. I didn't do either because I've read all of the Count of Monte Cristo. One of my favorite books. Love it. And I've already seen V for Vendetta. Again, one of my favorite movies. Totally love it. You bored?
No?
Jackass. Alright, so, so there you go. And I like them both, so there you go. Now, if I could go anywhere for free for a weekend.
Ireland.
But I'm going to Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm already going to Ireland for 2 weeks. And see, that's the thing. All the places I'd want to go for like longer than a weekend. I feel like I would even only just get a taste of.
Communist China?
Hmm?
Communist China?
No, I don't want to go to communist China even for a weekend. Thank you, Kevin. Alright, so maybe I'm just gonna say Brian. Okay, I'm just gonna say Brian Head because it's a great place to go ski. It's in Utah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, I would go to Cedar City, which is right at the base of Brian Head, because they have the Shakespearean Festival every year around this time. So that's awesome. I'm gonna hit it up this summer if I'm lucky. So, Friday just challenged me like a moment ago.
No.
Friday,
Like-
yeah, like she's right there editing her video right now. So I did turn the camera. Freaking having some trouble with the video editing, I can see. So I will go 1 week without soda because it's easy because I am poor.
They're poor.
Dirt poor. I'm living off of ramen and beef jerky right now.
Not even that, sometimes.
Yeah. So there you go. Oh, we got some editing going on over there.
Oh, yay, editing.
Alright, now.
Done.
Now, the other reason why Kevin is here is he's here for my emotional support. No homo.
Ow!
Because...
You hit the one spot on the knee. It wasn't really a
Okay.
hurt. It was more of a...
Okay. Anyway, my most embarrassing moment is really embarrassing. Now, I feel like this has happened probably like 2.5 years ago now. And so I feel like I've put enough distance in between me and it so that it's not weird. He's trying to shake his head, but, you know, no one can tell. But he was there for it, so if I screw anything up, he's gonna let me know. Now, before I continue, all names have been removed, except for mine. And I'm just going to give people generic names, and these are not like
things.
I'm not going to use the word woman because that's okay. So anyway, let me set the scene for you. Senior year, all right. San Dimas High School. Me, 2 years ago. Terrible year for me. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible year. So winter formal is coming up, right? This actually needs a little bit more backstory from this. So I have a friend, and he's really smart. So he actually had to leave the country to go to a different school because he's so smart. Like, because he outsmarted the schools here. So he had to go somewhere else. Now, I stayed in contact with him, like we emailed back and forth, Facebook, all this stuff. And he was a really good friend of mine. And he remains to be to this day, which astonishes me because if someone did this to me, I would kick him in the nuts.
Yeah.
And tell them to go fuck themselves for the rest of their life. So, he had a sister. I think we all know where this is going, but trust me, you're gonna want me to hash it out. Alright, this is good. So don't skip to the end, because this is a good story. Now, they speak another language. Now again, to keep everything distanced, I'm not going to tell you what language or anything, but they speak another language. Swedish. Let's call it Swedish. So they speak Swedish, and so I told him that I wanted to ask out a girl who spoke Swedish. Right? Okay.
How about Canadian?
And so he was, what?
A lot of people speak Canadian.
There's no Canadian. It's called English or French.
Let's go with Canadian.
No, we're going with Swedish. I'm sticking to that.
Dang one.
No.
Canadian's awesome.
You can keep interrupting me?
Maybe.
No, so, Swedish. So, he gives me this thing, this like, almost like, it's like a 3 or 2 stanza poem, even, in Swedish, that's meant to ask out a girl. And so I'm like, okay, so I feel like pretty big douche right now, because I just tricked my friend into helping me ask out his sister. Dick move. I swear to God. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was his idea.
Such a dick move.
Such a dick move. Now, I respect the bro code. I really do. Even though I've broken it. I know I sound like a douche right now, but I really do respect the bro code. So, anyone who's wondering out there. And one article of the bro code is that sisters are off limits. Anyway, getting on with the story. So I have this whole thing. I have this big setup, right? This big setup. It's public. It's at school. So some of you actually may not remember this.
Huge setup.
Big setup. This guy helped me with it. There were flowers. There was a large setup for
and a
this
camera.
and that was his idea. He wanted to film it. And luckily, the footage has been lost to time. So don't even ask.
It may be on my computer.
No, it's not on his computer. It's not on his computer. So, anyway, so I go there, and it's this big public thing, and she totally turns me down. Like, in public, with the flowers, and it just totally shoots me down.
You didn't even get the flowers back.
I didn't even get the flowers back. That was the worst moment of my life. And let me tell you, because some people had just heard about me setting this up. And so everyone was like, hey man, that was good, that's a good thing. And they were like all coming up to me, like, how'd it go? And I was like, oh my God, it was so bad. So that was my most embarrassing moment. I feel like, and I had to then go, and this may be just as embarrassing, I then had to go tell my friend that I had tricked him into helping me ask out his sister, and she shot me down. Now, I think the only reason why he'll still talk to me is because I was so horrendously embarrassed in public for it. He feels like I've suffered enough. But we're still pretty good friends. Like, he goes to a different school, so I don't talk to him much, but we're still pretty good friends. You know who you are. If you see this, I'm sorry again.
And
I've said it a million times.
To keep it secret.
I'm not saying names. Let's just leave this buried in the past, because I'd rather it just be buried in the past.
I wouldn't. It's funny.
He loves this story.
It sounds pretty funny.
Yeah, Kevin loves this story. He just he wants to.
Oh. No.
All right, that didn't work as well as I thought, because Dan is an idiot and couldn't get my signal right.
Well,
But,
Kevin was looking the whole time.
This is Saturday. Oh, my challenge for you. So Septarchy needs a 7th member,
Oh yeah, that's
and
Damn it!
that was Dan. Thank you very much, Dan.
Ow!
Shout out to my main man, Dan. Kevin is now partially dead. Hey, shut up. People are sleeping. All right. Now,
Oh my God, I'm so hilarious.
my challenge to you is we need a 7th member for Septarchy. So I want you guys to go out and find a 7th member. Also,
Not
if
me.
you notice, not Kevin, because he's wearing a pot for a reason.
Because
Now-
he's a pothead.
Okay. Now,
Yeah,
also,
okay.
you notice there are 4 losers here. Okay, 3 losers and Jess. She just gave me a look like she was gonna rip out my spleen and feed it to me. So we've
I
got
think my girlfriend would disagree.
we've got Jess, we've got Kevin, we've got me, and we've got Dan. Now, this is a 4-man team, and we need a
Oh.
5th for a game. It's called League of Legends. We need a 5th man. So if you know someone who plays, send them our way. It's an awesome game. It's fun. We need a 5th member. So send them our way if you know someone who plays. This is Saturday with his friend Kevin.